Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you today about the proposed changes that will result in implementation of the BRT system. As you know, Port Authority's mission, and I don't have to tell you this, is to deliver outstanding transportation services that connect people to life. When you consider your options, please remember the key phrases in the mission statement: outstanding services and connecting people to life. And I'd like to talk about the people. Elaine, in her 50s, and a co-worker at the University of Pittsburgh, leaves her home in the suburbs of Allegheny County for work every day at 3:30 a.m. to drive and park in a neighborhood serviced by one of the 61 lines. She doesn't make enough to pay for parking in one of Oakland's garages, and she works a 6 to 2:30 day so that she can get to her second job cleaning classrooms at an elementary school. She rides the bus during non-peak times, and I'm concerned about her and others should there be a reduction in service. How is a reduction in service connecting to her life? Consider a community college of Allegheny County student who attends on the north side, who lives in one of the outlying communities along the 61 routes. Not everyone can afford to attend one of Oakland's universities. I was once that student. Traveling into town, then transferring to the north side, now the North Shore, and spending a day at school took commitment. With these proposed changes, a student will take a bus into Oakland, transfer into town, then transfer again to CCAC on Ridge Avenue. 2 transfers, 2 times that require coordination. I worked at the Monroeville Mall back in the day, and routes directly to the mall weren't timely if they existed at all. I walked up from the highway most days. I know that higher education is a commitment, and I know you are not in the business of education, but is Port Authority delivering outstanding transportation services that connect students to life? I once was a single mother of an almost 2-year-old and a 7-year-old, lugging the stroller and a diaper bag, struggling to get on and off a bus. I was a woman you dread being behind when you board, and believe me, that woman dreads it too. When I think about the transfers and possible reductions of services, I cringe. Let's say she rides one of the 61s to go into the city to file paperwork for non-payment of child support. She'll try to be there when the courthouse opens, just trying to avoid waiting and sitting with her kids. They'll need to pack a lunch at some point, and she's downtown, and there isn't a lot of places to take a break for the lunch. On her way home, after a reverse of transfer, she might take the 61D so that she can pick up some groceries at Aldi's in the waterfront, then return to a stop, in addition, not with bags, in addition to the 2 kids in a stroller. If you do away with that route to the waterfront, what's the impact on her and her children? Food's a necessity. I know you're not in the business of raising children, but how do the changes connect her and her children to life? When I read through the information about the BRT and the proposed changes that will accompany it, I understand it to be driven by economic development. But economic development is not your mission. When you consider any changes to the existing bus routes, please remember your mission statement. Thank you again for allowing me to speak.